Downs isn't just another elite safety prospect. He's one of the most hyped defensive backs college football has seen in years. From dominating at the high school level, to becoming an instant star in college, to generating massive NFL draft buzz, Downs has been on a meteoric rise. Today I'm going to give my honest take on Downs. While I'm not as high on him as other analysts, I still think he's a top 20 talent. 3 NFL teams I have in mind for this breakdown are the New York Giants, Cincinnati Bengals, and Dallas Cowboys. But first, let's get into his background. Here at All About Saturday, we're a brand new channel. We would certainly appreciate it if you hit the like button, consider subscribing, and leave a comment. Coming out of Mill Creek High School in Georgia, he was widely considered one of the most complete defensive prospects in the entire country. His football IQ was off the charts, and his instincts were years ahead of most players his age. Recruiting services didn't hesitate to label him elite. Downs was a 5-star recruit, ranked as the #1 safety in the nation, and in many rankings, a top 10 overall player regardless of position. Analysts compared him to players like Micah Fitzpatrick and Derwin James coming out of high school. He had the range to play deep, the physicality to play in the box, and the intelligence to play quarterback on defense. Coaches raved about his discipline, his tackling technique, and his ability to diagnose plays before they even developed. Downs wasn't just a star, he was a sure thing. That's why powerhouse programs like Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, and Clemson all pushed hard for him. He ultimately chose Alabama, where he became one of the most impactful true freshmen Nick Saban ever coached. Later, he transferred to Ohio State, instantly becoming a leader of the Buckeyes secondary. Most scouts believe Downs could be a top 10 pick and the first safety off the board in this class. Some even argue he's the best safety prospect since Kyle Hamilton. What's fueling the hype is how clean his game is. Downs doesn't rely on raw athleticism. He wins with technique, intelligence, and anticipation. He's the type of player who can anchor a secondary for a decade. With teams now favoring nickel as their base defense, Downs could be used as a true Swiss Army knife defender. The only limiting factor I see on film is his ability to play center field at an elite level. Other players who are also first rounders at safety, Derwin James and Kyle Hamilton, Jamal Adams, all excelled at playing single high. Personally, I see him more as a top 15 talent instead of a top 5 to 10 pick. Let's start with the New York Giants. The Giants need a blue chip talent for their veteran head coach John Harbaugh after a not so ceremonious ending to his long stint in Baltimore. They've struggled with consistency at safety, and the defense lacks a true field general on the back end. The Giants could address several needs at pick 5 or even trade down. Recently, I've heard several online pundits finally come around to the idea of drafting Jeremiah Love at 5, while most have the Giants still picking a pass rusher. Despite Downs being a blue chip talent, I think the Giants should pick the best player available while considering positional value. With this criteria, Downs would not qualify. I'd jump at Love, Reese, or Carnell Tate. Caleb Downs would be a decent fit for defensive coordinator Al Golden's defense, who loves versatile, intelligent defensive backs. Downs' ability to disguise coverages, rotate post-snap, and play multiple roles would give Cincinnati the flexibility they've been missing. As a box safety, I think Downs would be a great fit, but with Golden's cover 1 favoritism and a blitz-heavy defense, Downs wouldn't provide enough single-high safety value to get picked here. I'd jump at Bain, Mansour Delane, or Monroe Freeling here. Final verdict, not worth the hype at pick 10. And finally, the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas has built a fast, aggressive defense, but the safety position has been a revolving door. They've relied on mid-round picks and bargain free agents, but they haven't had a true blue-chip safety in years. With Jalen Thompson at free safety and Donovan Wilson at strong safety, I think Downs would be an obvious upgrade over Wilson. I think he would plug right into a rotational role to start, then earn the starting role over Wilson by season's end. If Downs is here at pick 12, I'd say run to the podium and draft him. Final verdict, worth the hype. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching the content here today. I think Caleb Downs is a great player. Not sure if he's worth a top 10, 15 pick. Really interested in what you guys have to say, so please leave a comment, smash the like button, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.